Look at that, bone marrow. I'm getting ready to show you how to use a shank to make the best beef stock and the best German noodle soup you ever made in your life. This is a recipe my grandmother used to make for me all the time. I'm gonna show you how to make it. First thing we gotta do, we're gonna cut this bone off. Or you get one of these. I'd say that took about 60 seconds. Look at this bone marrow right here. You can see how soft it is. Next, you need your Insta Pot. Perfect. Not so perfect. We're actually gonna take some of the vegetables out. This bone in first. Now, let's go around the edges and add in all our vegetables. We're gonna go in with some water. That was about 6 cups worth. Now we Insta Pot on high for 2 hours. It's time. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. Next step is we strain our broth. Look at that. A little bit of bone marrow left in there. That's where all the flavor is. Now we pour our beef stock into our stock pot. Let's get us just a little taste. That is super rich in flavor. But remember, we didn't add anything to this. So now we can add more waters because it's so rich in the beef flavor. And we can also add some salt and pepper and whatever else you want. Now this is how I remember Granny doing it. We get rid of the bone, but get all the juices out first. So we pick all of our carrots out and any remaining pieces of meat. And we got left over the onions and the celery. We're gonna get rid of that. We don't use it. Get you a knife and we just dice up all the carrots. We get our meat all peeled off the bone. Look at that. Little knee joint. We're getting rid of all the fatty stuff and getting down to the straight meat of this hind shank. Now we got all that beef ready to go into our broth and all of our diced up carrots. Now we're gonna add more water. Now that's 12 more cups of water. We're gonna bring this to a soft boil. Now we make our Spaetzle noodles. We're gonna need 4.5 cups of flour. Add about a tablespoon of salt and 6 eggs. Get you a long sturdy fork and get to whipping. Then we also add 2 cups of water. Should look nice and runny, just about like that. All right, now we're to a soft boil. Get your noodle press, lay it on top. We'll get you a big scoop and we're gonna put it right into our noodle press. Now, this is very important. Put it down in the broth as you squeeze. See? Comes out like that. You put it down in the water and it creates the noodles. As you can see, our noodles came out perfect. Now we're just gonna let these cook for about 10 minutes and we enjoy. 10 minutes later, we can turn these off. Pretty good, but it's missing a couple things. Notice we never added any salt at any point in time other than the noodles. So I'm gonna add a fair amount of sea salt, some fresh crushed black pepper. And of course, you know Granny would have loved it, about 1/4 of a bottle of the Dano's Original. That's the green top. Stir all this in. Perfect. Well, that's a yum yum, get you some. I hope y'all enjoyed the recipe. Go out there, make you some Spaetzle German soup.